Gurus, CEOs, and wellness influencers all seem to be preaching the same gospel. Meditate your way to a better life. It's sold as this perfect one-size-fits-all cure for stress, anxiety, and a scattered mind. The universal key to unlocking your true potential. But what if that's not the whole story? A 2020 review of 83 separate studies found that for some people, about 8% in that analysis, meditation actually increased anxiety and depression. The very things it's supposed to fix. It's time we talked about the part of the story that gets left out of the sales pitch, and what modern science can offer as a more precise alternative for genuine human optimization. Section 1. The problem, the seductive promise of meditation. Let's be clear, the wellness industry isn't entirely wrong. The promise of meditation is incredibly appealing, and for good reason. We're told that just a few minutes a day can lower our blood pressure, sharpen our focus, and grant us a state of calm clarity. And for many people, that really is true. Studies have shown that mindfulness can help manage symptoms of stress and pain. It's an ancient practice, and when it works, the benefits are undeniable. The narrative is so simple. Sit down, close your eyes, focus on your breath, and let your worries just melt away. Billion-dollar apps have been built on this very promise. Corporate wellness programs push it as the ultimate productivity hack. The message is everywhere. If you're stressed, you're just not meditating enough. If you're unfocused, you must be doing it wrong. But this simplistic, commercialized version of meditation is really just a half-truth. It papers over a growing body of scientific evidence that reveals a much more complex, and for some, a much darker reality. It often ignores that meditation isn't a universally benign practice. By pushing this flawless narrative, the wellness industry may have failed to mention the potential risks. So, what is it that the gurus and meditation apps conveniently leave out of their marketing? They don't tend to talk about the meditators who end up feeling worse than when they started. Dr. Willoughby Britton, a neuroscientist at Brown University, has dedicated her career to studying these meditation-related challenges. In one study of mindfulness-based programs, her team found that 58% of participants reported at least one negative experience. Now, to be fair, these weren't all severe. They could range from boredom to more significant psychological distress. But they can include debilitating anxiety, panic, emotional numbness, and even the re-experiencing of past traumas. Some people report a disturbing sense of disconnection from themselves or the world, as if nothing is real. This is why Dr. Britton founded Cheetah House, an organization that supports the growing number of people who feel harmed by a practice that was supposed to heal them. So, why does this happen? Why does something meant to bring peace sometimes lead to chaos? The science points to a critical distinction that most mainstream advice ignores. The difference between types of meditation. Think of it as focused attention versus open monitoring. Focused attention is what most people picture. You concentrate on one thing, like your breath. But many advanced or unguided practices encourage open monitoring, where you're meant to non-judgmentally observe everything that enters your awareness, every thought, emotion, and sensation. For a person with a history of trauma or underlying anxiety, this can be like opening a Pandora's box of repressed feelings without any guidance on how to handle them. Instead of finding peace, you're suddenly overwhelmed by everything bubbling to the surface. Think of it this way. Unguided, one-size-fits-all meditation can be like using a sledgehammer when what your brain really needs is a scalpel. It's an imprecise tool with unpredictable results. You're told to just sit with your thoughts, but what do you do when those thoughts are destructive? This is the uncomfortable truth. For a number of people, meditation isn't a reliable cure. It's a gamble. And for those of us seeking true human optimization, predictable, reliable results, a gamble isn't a strategy. Section 3. The solution, a more precise alternative, biohacking. So, if we can't always trust a one-size-fits-all approach, what's the answer? It's not about abandoning self-improvement. It's about upgrading your toolkit. It's about moving from an ancient art to modern science. This is where biohacking offers a more targeted path for human optimization. The core idea of biohacking is simple. Use data, technology, and a deep understanding of your own biology to make precise, targeted changes. It's about taking control, measuring what works, and using predictable protocols to get to a desired state. It aims to replace ambiguity with precision. Instead of the Wild West of traditional meditation, let's look at a few targeted biohacking tools that offer a reliable path to a high-performance mind. First, there's non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR. Popularized by Stanford neuroscientist Andrew Huberman, NSDR describes guided protocols that bring you into a state of profound relaxation without you having to do the work of focusing. Unlike some forms of meditation that require intense effort, NSDR can feel effortless. You just lie down and listen. Research suggests that even a 10 to 20-minute NSDR session can replenish dopamine levels, reduce the stress hormone cortisol, and enhance learning. It provides the rest and digest benefits without the risk of confronting overwhelming thoughts, making it a safer alternative for many. Second, we have specific, targeted breathwork techniques. Your breath is a direct lever to control your nervous system. Instead of the passive observation in some meditation, biohacking uses active breath protocols for predictable outcomes. For instance, the physiological sigh, a double inhale followed by an extended exhale, is one of the fastest known ways to voluntarily calm your nervous system in real time. This isn't about hoping for calm. It's about using your body's own mechanics to shift into a state of relaxation. Third, there is the frontier of neurofeedback technology. Devices like EEG headbands can measure your brainwave activity, giving you a concrete, data-driven look at your mental state. This transforms meditation from a purely subjective experience into a measurable skill. You're no longer guessing if you're doing it right. You have data telling you exactly how focused or relaxed you are, allowing you to train your brain much like you'd train a muscle in the gym. It puts you in the driver's seat. This is the fundamental difference. Biohacking is about precision and control. It's about using the right tool for the right job. A scalpel, not a sledgehammer. It offers many of the same benefits promised by meditation: focus, calm, and resilience, but with a predictable, data-driven, and for many, a safer methodology. The wellness industry sold a simple story. Meditation is the answer. But the science tells us that for a significant number of people, it's a bet with potential downsides. It's time to stop blindly following trends and start looking at the data. The goal here isn't to demonize meditation, but to demand a more honest, informed conversation. It's about understanding the risks, knowing your own predispositions, and choosing the right tool for the job. Blind faith in an ancient practice isn't enough anymore. Biohacking provides tools that give you control, data, and precision to truly optimize your mind without the hidden dangers. It empowers you to become the architect of your own nervous system. If you're ready to move beyond the hype and start using science-backed tools for a real competitive edge, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. We're dedicated to bringing you the most cutting-edge strategies for human optimization. And now, check out this next video on the most powerful biohacks you can start using today to immediately boost your energy and focus. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever had a negative or confusing experience with meditation? Let's talk about it.